Elves poisoning our food, elves stealing our children, and don't tell them there's a difference between the elven races. You sure look like you could use some help. Greetings, stranger. The name's Hjoromir, and I'm at your service. Let me know if there's anything I can help you with. Perhaps you need your boots shined, or your tunic washed, or need a letter delivered? Oh, right. I knew I forgot something. Is it a long missive? Perhaps I can memorize it. Whoa. Can you slow down a second? There's no way I can remember all that without some sort of potion. Maybe. Or maybe I just need the right teacher. You seem well-traveled. Are you in need of an apprentice? I'll cook and clean, and can set traps to catch game. Really? I'll do everything you ask. Just say the word. Stendar's mercy. Yeah, I think I broke one of your items. No, wait. False alarm. It was one of mine. Don't worry, your things are safe with me. I'm of age, and a man grown. I can grow whiskers on my cheeks just like any old Nord. People treat me differently because of my station, but they still respect me as a man, which is more than I can say for my father. The last time I saw the old toad, all he did was bark orders and gripe. He complained my pheasant roast was overcooked. He nearly slapped me when I poured his beer and left a less than frothy head. And then he berated me the entire time I cleared his table. Yeah, but at least when he's eating, he keeps his mouth shut. The worst part is afterward, when he starts spouting racist nonsense. Elves poisoning our food, elves stealing our children, and don't tell them there's a difference between the elven races, let alone Altmer and Thalmor. They're all Thalmor maggots to him. Listening to the old man makes me ashamed to call myself a Nord. The Thalmor are a despicable bunch. That's the only thing my father and I agree on. If not on what makes one a Thalmor. He'll tell you it's anyone with pointy ears, boot skin, or fur. I'll tell you anyone who says that is drunk on the liquor of hate. My mother is a kind woman. She always compliments me on my meals and tells me how proud she is to have me for her son. That's its own dilemma. When even I can tell my potage has no flavor, it's tough to appreciate the kindness of her words. While lies of deceit are born as spiders and die as flies, white lies can wilt like a rose and leave nothing but thorns. Just one, a sister. A real snobby bitch and obsessed with gold. Saving it, to be precise, which would be fine if she had a sense of humor about it. Whenever we went to the market in Whiterun, she'd always harass the vendors until they gave her a discount, just to make her leave. Poor Carlotta. Here she was, trying everything in her power to feed her children, and my sister shakes her down for every last septum. When we left, I told my sister, if there was one thing she didn't need any amulet or potion for, it was to become a master of cheap craft. That pretty much severed whatever relationship we had. My sister holds a grudge as tight as she holds her coin purse.
Never should have come off
Max!
Come on!
Is that it? Is that your best?
If you're asking if I specialize in something, I'd say I do just about everything. For instance, I used to help Sven chop lumber. That is, until the day he almost lost his hand at the sawmill. Wasn't my fault, he ran into me. But he hasn't asked for my help since. Same with Delphine. She says I broke too many dishes. I broke maybe 3, at the most. Yeah, that woman seems sweet on the outside, but beware. She has a real mean streak, too. Girder, though she'll vouch for me. And the blacksmith fellow. I forget his name. He taught me how to strip leather down. I'm guessing he would have hired me as his apprentice, but I think he knew I was destined for more.
You're gonna look good mounted on my wall.
I know what you're getting at. I hear the whispers. But the only pattern I see is one of versatility. I mean, I'm no fool. Yes, I can be clumsy. Hara knows I'm not the best cook. But that's only because I'm not really concentrating on what I'm doing. Why should I? It's not as if the lumber chopping and dishwashing is a mentally exhausting skill. I figure I can do that stuff while I fill my head with greater pursuits. The most noble pursuits that any man can endeavor. Vanquishing vampires, beheading warlocks, and saving damsels from the claws of despair. Whenever I work the bench, I imagine I'm hammering my foes into submission. Whenever I deliver a letter, I imagine I'm charging the battlements of Fort Greymore. Sometimes, when I'm in the middle of a job, I'll accidentally whisper under my breath. Something like, "Die, you dastardly bandits." Oh, you should see the look on my patrons' faces. Although it's kind of like the face you're making now. And one not easily achieved, which is why I have to make good use of my time. Yes? You forget. I've been on thousands of adventures before. This is nothing. I've defeated the most celebrated warriors in all of Skyrim. Bested Daedric princes against seemingly insurmountable odds. Not even my mother worries about my safety anymore. Although, she does manage to pester me in other ways. She keeps sending me letters, via courier, asking about my love life. She doesn't realize we heroes are married to adventure. Am I right? Really? I don't think so. I played out the scenario in my head, and devoting half your time almost always makes you half a hero. Looks like you got someone already. I'm more of a one-person pack mule. 2 is a bit too much. Thinking about my next battle, I'm entering the fall forest when a Spriggan emerges from the trees. Her form is beautiful, and we stop to admire each other before I unsheath my weapon. Her body glows with bundles of light, as if a group of torch bugs dance inside her hollowed chamber. It's a frame made of solid oak, flesh stronger than any shield. But it has a weakness. I reach for my wine bottle, and I can almost see her wooden mouth twist into a smile. Then she realizes, as I tilt the bottle, the substance inside is viscous. Her fears are confirmed when I pour it on my blade, as Spriggans fear only fire.